29 July 2023. We're going to look here at a few trees. Looking at the nut crop. You see that walnut tree there? That baby is loaded, boys. Them walnuts are good size. This tree sits down sort of lower, okay? Now I'm gonna turn this camera off. Probably mount it on a. You see all up in there some walnut trees, boys. They're all around that hill there. There's about 80 acres of them, okay? Up in there. There's one right there. Hard for me to hold this camera steady. You see them walnuts? I believe me holding this camera steady. Let me mount this thing on this tripod. All right, there's a walnut tree. Now that's over 100 yards you're looking at there. That's a sizable walnut tree. Move this camera back so you can see it. I'll zoom up so you can see what's on it. It looks like it's got a good crop on it, okay? Okay, there's another tree that's probably closer to 140 yards away, okay? Zoom the camera out. And zoom up, let you look, see what's on that tree. It's got a real good crop of walnuts. This is fox squirrel heaven in here, boys. There's gray squirrels in here too. Now, I don't hunt too much on this side over here. Last year, these trees didn't bear. The year before, they bared about what you're seeing up there now. They probably didn't bear quite as good, okay? Okay, we're looking at an oak tree here. I'm going to zoom the camera out. Okay, pretty good size oak tree. Let this camera focus. Alright, it's 128. I believe you can see some acres on that tree right there. See them in there? I believe that's what I'm looking at. Let's see if I can tilt this camera back a little. Now that tree there's fairly old. It had a twin to get knocked down over here with some wind, okay? So that's a pretty good sign there. Alright, sort of a steep angle shot here. That's a shagbark hickory, boys, okay? I've looked at this with my naked eye yesterday, but I didn't have no camera with me. I'm gonna zoom up. Zoom it back out. That tree right there is loaded, boys, okay? I don't know what this camera's picking up because I'm sort of at a bad angle here. This is on a man's 15 acres, boys. I ain't never killed so many squirrels off of 15 acres. This place was eat up with squirrels. He's eating his cowers up. You see that big old nut right there, I believe, in that camera. It's loaded, boys. Hell loaded, okay? Okay, this is a walnut tree right behind this guy's house. You see why the squirrel was eating his house up. Eating his house up and everything around it, boys. That tree right there's got some good nuts on it. These nuts don't seem to be overly thick, but see, they're bigger. I noticed some smaller ones falling up here back a month ago, and that probably culls them out, see, so what's on the trees can get bigger. That's good. Right. That tree is loaded, boys. Good walnut tree. You want to see how big the trunk is on that dude. Now, that's a sizable tree there. Okay, that's an oak tree you're looking at there, okay? I'm trying to hold this camera sort of steady. Looks like to me it may have some acres on it. That's a pretty good sized tree right there, boys. Zero in on it right in there. It's a good sizable oak tree. Okay, here's another shagbark hickory. Now this tree here had some pretty high wind on it the other day. You can tell by how them leaves are still double back on it. Okay, it's got quite a few nuts on it. I've killed a lot of squirrels out of this tree over the years, boys. She's loaded, boys. You see them? Good size already, too. Get this camera on up in that tree. And I'm going to bring it down lower if I can. I'm going to just back it out a little bit. I'm not too far from that tree. You know, about 40 yards. Even got nuts down low. You see that? Look at there. Boy, them squirrels loves that tree right there, boys. Alright. Now, I'm going to back this camera back out. Okay. You seen where that tree was, okay? Right there's another hickory. We're going to get this camera, I'm going to turn it off and get it pointed up in the air and let you take a look at it. Right, I'm going to see if I can hold this camera and show you these nuts here on this tree, boys. You see them on that tree? That thing is loaded, boys. Loaded. This man's 10 acres right here had so many squirrels on. It took me 4 years to thin them out, if you can believe that. I never seen so many squirrels. But you see why. I got plenty good food, boys. Alright, boys, you're looking at another pretty good walnut tree there. This is property. Every tree I've showed you is on property I can hunt. There's a lot of property I can't show you because I'm not going to drive my truck back in there, okay? That tree's about 80 yards away. If you see how big it is in that camera, I'm going to zoom the camera back up. You see the walnuts on that tree? It's got them, boys, okay? We're going to move this camera around, zoom it back out. That's another walnut tree. We'll see what it's got on it. Now it's sitting a little farther than the tree I just showed. A little smaller, but let's see what it's got on it. Okay, right there. So it don't seem like it's bared as good. That's one of the poorer bearing trees I've seen so far, right there. Okay. Alright, boys, you're looking at a hickory tree there. That tree right there is loaded. Let this camera get focused in. I mean, it's loaded to the hills. A car coming in. Some old big nuts on that tree. She's loaded. Get right in there. Let her focus. Get out here on the end. Right in there. Got right out in there. Let it get focused right good. You see them old nuts in there, boys. If I had $1 for every nut that tree right there had, I'd be somebody, okay? It's got some age to it there. boys. That's an Osage orange tree right in there. Okay. I don't see anything on it. I've seen very few of those things. They're already bearing grapefruit on the trees, by the way. And the ones I did see were sitting up real high in the tree, not close to ground level. We had a late frost in here. You see that tree up there? It ain't even got many leaves on it. You can tell that frost hurt that tree. Last year, that thing bared like a big dog. I killed a lot of squirrels out of this little area right here in January, early January, eating in that tree right there. It's a pretty sizable little Osage orange tree in there. You can see it in the center of the camera there. So I won't be hunting much around them. It'll be the walnut trees. Seldom do you see a good walnut crop year and a good year for those. Usually it's either or. I have seen a year where you didn't have either one, but usually if it's a good walnut, you won't have them, and vice versa. All right, up in here some property I own, and that walnut tree yonder, I'm not going to zoom in too hard. It's got walnuts on it. Okay. That tree in the center of the camera right there, it's got them. I'm going to zero in on it and let it see if it'll focus. I'm holding this camera. But I've seen some on it in the camera. Zoom in the camera. I can't see them with my eyes. You might see them on there. Yeah, there they are right there. See them? 160x on that camera, holding this camera. That's tough to do, boys.